Hello everyone and welcome back to this F1 Championship season. As always, we are Sebastian Vettel, and after last race, turns out we got a podium, so we did behind the two Mercedes drivers. And we beat our teammate, Kimi Räikkönen, and we beat both Williams drivers Valtteri Bottas and Felipe Massa. So unfortunately, Kimi Räikkönen, our teammate, he had an incident, so he didn't start the race, and that meant that he had to come into the pits, and as it was a 5-lap race, he couldn't really recover and score any decent points. So the 15 points that we gained from that race, all of them ate into his lead, so it did from between us and him. And that meant that we closed the gap to 11 points. So, Kimi Räikkönen 142, ourselves are 11 points behind with 131. And Valtteri Bottas is 10 points behind us with 121. And Felipe Massa is 6 points behind them with 115. So that is definitely winding up the fight for third. So it has now, it's definitely closed the gap between us, and hopefully that'll make it interesting. So it will come in the next couple of races, because the title fight between Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton, they've ran away with it. So they have now, they're way over 100 points. So they are between us, or between third and the top two. So I think the title has been decided between them two. So they have now 258 points for Nico Rosberg and 255 for Lewis Hamilton. So hopefully, so the fight for first and then the fight for third as well, as I mentioned, and then the rest of the grid. Only 14 people have scored points this season. So potentially over, McLaren haven't got any, Manor haven't got any, and I think Carlos Sainz and Felipe Nasser haven't got any either. So we'll look at the constructors, and as I've said, now Manor and McLaren and Silver got 1, so they have Toro Rosso got 10. Lotus F1 I've got 16, and Force India I got 58. So there's a massive gap between the top 5 and the rest of them. So there is now, so the top 5 teams have got the majority of the points, and Mercedes have got the majority of the points between the top 3. The top 3 teams as well. So Mercedes are running away with the title as their top 2 drivers are fighting for the title, and the rest of us basically haven't got are falling behind them. So they are. So Mercedes 513 points, Ferrari 273, and Williams 236. So enough rambling here. The 13th race, Singapore. Hopefully it won't be unlucky for some, as it's the 13th race. So we'll head into this and see how we do. So do one shot qualifying, 5-lap race, and race settings: Legend AI, flashbacks off, port firmly on, reduce damage, and corner cut normal. And the brake assist off, anti-lock brakes on, traction control full, off, no driving line, gearbox automatic, and pit assist on. So here we go for the Singapore Grand Prix. Let's see how we do. So here we go, qualifying for the Singapore Grand Prix. We're going to put the setup on so we are as normal, and put the option tires on and see how we do. So this is the second street circuit of the calendar. So it is between this and Monaco. So hopefully we do a lot better than we did in Monaco, and potentially get more points than we did there. A wee bit wide there. Singapore, very twisty track. So it is now nearly 2 minutes for a lap time. It's not the same as what's the same lap time as Spa, but this is just a lot more twisty than Spa. Spa's more fast paced, and that's why even though it's a longer track, even though Spa's a longer track, then we can go a lot faster, and it's not the same lap time. So it is now, like, so into the final, in the final sector now. I seem to be catching up or keeping pace with Lewis Hamilton now. And there we go. It's Hamilton got pole. So we're going to see how we have done. It looks a very good lap from behind the Hamilton's ghost car. So it does, and we have got third. So we do now, like, only 2/10 of a second between the top three. So Lewis Hamilton got pole, Nico Rosberg got second, and ourselves, Sebastian Vettel, got third. So we have, and gets shown by Ferrari, third and fourth, as our teammate got fourth, and even though it seems to be role reversal, as we're now in third and Kimi Räikkönen's battling with the two Williams drivers, so it's normally the other way around. So hopefully if we can keep pace with him and maybe beat the Mercedes drivers, then potentially we could get more points between ourselves and Kimi Räikkönen, potentially overtake him, you never know. So let's see how this goes for the Singapore Grand Prix. And this will be an interesting race. So it will. So here we go. Third place after an amazing qualifying session now. And hopefully we can capitalise with a good start and try and keep Räikkönen's tried to go down our inside now. We block them off. So we try and get around the hairpin, and there we go. That's a good start. Seems to be a collision at the back. So there does now. And now let's see if we can keep Räikkönen behind. He seems to be wavering all over the place. So he does now. He's on a wee bit wide there. And Räikkönen's still on her tail, so he is now, like, the Mercedes are getting away as it seems to be doing all season now. We try and not clip the inside of the wall now, and we stand at a wee bit of gap between ourselves and our teammate. 100 metre board and turn her in. It's just trying to gauge the car, so it is now, like, because there's that many. Whenever you're braking, the weight of the car is trying to transfer the way that you were going in the first turn. So if you want to, there's that many chicanes in this thing, you're first going left, and then whenever you try and turn right, then the car wants to still go left. So you're trying to manage the rear end and try and not spin it, or trying to not get it drifting a lot. So I'm trying to still keep control of the car and keep it going in a straight line. Because going in a straight line seems to be the fastest way to go. As in any motorsport. So this seems to be a good race so far, so it does now, like, but for us anyway, just holding station in third place. So this track is actually where the controversy, the first ever race on this track was very controversial back in 2008, where Fernando Alonso and the Renault team actually fixed. There was a race fixing incident, so there was now. And basically, Fernando Alonso came into the pits like for the first stint of the race, and it was brave and early, so it was. It seemed ridiculous at the time, or it wasn't that ridiculous at the time, but it was earlier than anybody else. And then Nelson Piquet, Fernando Alonso's teammate at the time, crashed the lap after. It was either a lap after, a couple of laps after, and that brought out the safety car, which meant that Fernando Alonso inherited the lead of the race. So he did, and that meant, as you can probably see in this circuit, it's very, very hard to overtake. So as Fernando got the lead of the race, he basically won the race, went on to win the race, and that was, I think, the first race win, the only race win of the season for him. But it turned out a year later that Nelson Piquet, after he had been sacked by the Renault F1 team, the year after, then he said that the race was fixed, or the Flavio Briatore and Pat Simmons, the two heads of the Renault team, actually told him to crash out whenever Fernando, after he pitted, and Fernando would get the lead as the race went on. So that is, so from that, Nelson Piquet won his case. So he did, and Renault were banned from F1 for 2 seasons. So they were Pat Simmons for, I think, Pat Simmons was 5 seasons, and Flavio Briatore, the head of the Renault F1 team, got a lifetime ban from motorsport altogether. So that meant that he wasn't allowed. He obviously wasn't allowed to participate or manage a team from 2008 or 2009. It would have been onwards. So there you go. Well, there are an interesting fact about the first race in Singapore. So from that, we got, skipping ahead to 2015, or this race anyway, we have got a small trailer. Well, we've got 5 cars, so we do now like behind us, and it's the 4th lap, and hopefully we can keep this going and don't make any mistakes. But we ran a wee bit wide, so we have now onto the wall. Fortunately, no damage there. And going into last lap, we're going to put it into Rick's mixture. So we're going to put it onto the fastest engine mode to get the best out of the car. So we are, as we got no chance of catching the Mercedes drivers, we're going to try and hold on to what we have at the minute and hold on to this podium. So Raikkonen's got DRS. This is one of the DRS, well, kind of straights. So it is now, like, and he's got around the outside. Can we not make a collision now, like? And we're going to try around the outside. So we are. That's a good move. So it is for us. So here we go. We've maintained our podium status. So we have now. So we'll try and negotiate this chicane section coming into the hairpin. And there we go, we've extended our lead a wee bit, so we have now throughout that section. And now coming into the last sector, hopefully we can hold on. The AI seem to be very tedious around this section, so if we can nail this bit, then we got 3rd place. So you're doing another podium. So final 2 corners to go. So it is now, and there we go, another podium, another closing in on our teammate. So there we go, well played. Lewis Hamilton gets 1st, Nico Rosberg gets 2nd. So I think that'll bring Lewis Hamilton into the top of the Drivers' Championship. So well now, like as we said, Lewis Hamilton 1st, Nico Rosberg 2nd, Sebastian Vettel 3rd, Kimi Räikkönen, our teammate 4th, Felipe Massa 5th, and Valtteri Bottas 6th. So it's Mercedes 1-2, Ferrari 3-4, and Williams 5-6. So we got faster lap than our teammate, but once Mercedes got away, they're basically 1.5 seconds faster than anybody else. So it just shows the pace of their car at this racetrack. So we're going to advance, and as I said, Lewis Hamilton overtakes his teammate Nico Rosberg. They swapped the gains, so they have Lewis Hamilton 280 points, Nico Rosberg 276. And Kimi Räikkönen, we have closed down our teammate, is down to 8 points, so it is now. So, and we have extended our lead to Valtteri Bottas to 17 points. So basically, if we retire, we could finish outside the points, and Valtteri Bottas would have to finish 2nd to overtake us. So it's definitely a good buffer between us and them. And Felipe Massa is 4 points behind his teammate. So there we go. That's another race done. So it is well played. Another Mercedes 1-2. It seems to be the way of the season. So it does in this. The way this season has went. So at least we closed up on Kimi Räikkönen, our teammate, and hopefully we can get ahead of him now, like in the common races. So next race is in Japan. So it's the Japanese Grand Prix. So it seems to be a good track. Good track for Sebastian Vettel. He has won well in the Red Bull. Whenever he was driving in the Red Bull, he has won multiple times. So he has done 3 or 4 times in his career with Red Bull. So possibly if we can replicate that, that'd be fantastic. getting the first win of the season on their belt, but you never know what can happen in the next race. So thanks very much for joining us for the Singapore Grand Prix. Hope you have enjoyed, and until next time, see you in Japan. Bye!